It's 1991 when an album from an underground hip-hop trio comes out. They were already known in the underground New York rap community, but this will change who they were seen as. The band is called KMD, which stands for Causing Much Damage, or a positive cause in a much-damaged society. And it is formed by Zev Love X, DJ Subroc, and Onyx. The album is called Mr. Hood, and it was unlike a lot of music at the time. This was a very early hip-hop project being recorded from 1988 to 1991, and the album did very good. On the commercial side, as I said, it was known in the underground community, and on the critical side, according to Rolling Stone's 200 Best Hip-Hop Projects of All Time list, it is the 198th best hip-hop project of all time. To make a comparison, ASAP. Rocky's 2011 Live Love ASAP was only ranked 5 positions higher. Also, the whole MF Doom and KMD lore will not be fit here, but only the highlights. If you want the whole story, there are people on social media that can explain it better than I ever could. The KMD project's popularity and sound was mostly because of one of the 3 members, DJ Subroc. His production samples all sorts of music, including kids' shows. This time they wanted to deliver something even better and rawer than their last project, so they started working on Black Bastards. But it didn't exactly go as planned. On April 23, 1993, Subroc was on a highway when a car ran over him. He was only 19 when that happened, and from here the band would only go lower and lower. Zev Love X and Subroc were brothers, and since they were kids, they liked reading comic books. So when the band was at its peak, looking like they would be the next De La Soul, everything just went downwards. Onyx decides to leave the group, leaving Zev alone, but he still manages to finish the album. Just when it was ready to release in 1994, the record label refused the release because the album is a little uneasy. The sound is very raw, the themes are controversial as you can guess by the name, but more importantly is the cover that sold it. It is a caricature of a black person being hung from a rope, which is the end a lot of black people would have to suffer during the slavery periods. The album was delayed and then fully delisted, so Zev decides to take a step back and fully disappear from the hip-hop scene. In the time, Zev, or Daniel Dumile, became homeless sleeping on public benches and was arrested for possessing drugs meant to be sold. Around the same time, a mysterious man freestyling was seen, and the most important detail was that he would always keep his mask on. Here we have MF Doom. For the record, Black Bastards is now luckily available, but bootlegs were already circulating in the 90s. It's now 1999, and Operation Doomsday was released. MF Doom has a double meaning, and it doesn't stand for motherfucker. See? When he is on the mic, he is metal face, while on the production side, he is metal fingers. In fact, both the production and the writing-rapping were covered by Doom. He now wanted to become the rap villain. And this project was nothing short of a masterpiece. He sampled like his brother Subroc, with audios coming 80s superhero cartoons, and had a good sense of humor and very clever rhymes. This time the album was even better and more commercial than any other project he had ever released. He made plenty of instrumental albums in the early 2000s, but the turning point of our story is in early 2003. This is when he meets the legendary underground rap producer Madlib, and they started working on a project together. A demo unluckily gets leaked halfway through, making both furious, and they decided to stop working on the project and keep this demo in mind because it's going to come back later. In this time, Doom wants to work on other projects, and he works under many names such as King Geedorah or Viktor Vaughn, and he treats them like they were more than just alter egos. He treats them like they were different people. For example, in the Viktor Vaughn tracks, MF Doom is counted as a feature like they were separate people. But in 2004, Doom and Madlib get back to working together, and that same year they drop Madvillainy. This album represents one of the peaks of hip-hop, and surely the peak of both of their careers. It in fact is called one of the best albums of all time, even outside of hip-hop. Seen all the commercial and especially critical success the album got, Madlib insisted for them to make another album together, but Doom kept refusing because they will never be able to replicate the original quality, so they only dropped the instrumentals for the album that same year. And a remix by underground producer 4Ted a year later, where he remixed some of the tracks on the album. Hence the video should end here, but Madlib was so impatient for the next collab with Doom that in 2008 he made Madvillainy 2, where he remixed the whole album, but the biggest disrespect yet to Doom comes here. Remember the demo I told you to keep in mind? Well, Doom's greedy record label hurt badly his legacy by releasing the demo of the unfinished album just a couple of months ago, years after the legend's unfortunate passing. The record label just tried to make an extra buck out of Doom, but failed poorly after the album performed very badly commercially wise. Maybe for a lot of you, it's the first time hearing about this album. The average MF Doom listener doesn't even know it dropped, and what they delivered was a flop and a purposefully unfinished album, which itself was the reason why Madvillainy could have never dropped. The most popular song has just surpassed 1 million streams on Spotify after months of it being out. If Doom was still alive, he surely wouldn't have let this happen. You can't even excuse it's a 10-year anniversary because it came out 11 years after the original album. That's why even though MF Doom told that no more projects should have been made under the name Madvillainy, he got ignored numerous times, and that is why no one listened to MF Doom. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like and subscribe because I'm still a small YouTuber trying to grow, and it takes me a lot of time and effort to do the research for videos like this, not to mention editing, etc. With that being said, I'll catch you in the next one.